And we're good to go. All right. Hello. Welcome back to more Arkham Knight, as as expected. What else are we gonna I meant to do a stream a little bit earlier, but I think you know at this point. But anyway, today doing more achievement hunting. These are gonna be uh these are gonna be three other achievements, all having to do with the Batmobile, hence the title. Uh so I think now we have to do with the 89 mobile, the Tumbler. think I think there is a difference. As well as the 60s. Um, so since with the 60s mobile, you have this one already. You have 4 challenges done with this one, so we only need 3 more, I believe. Oh, actually, trying to remember how many I. Where did I stop? Stop before here, I think. Uh, Holy, I can't count. 18, 21, 28. Because I need 33 stars. I wonder, am I missing? Did I skip it? I'm trying to remember. I don't think I did. Last time I did it with the DVS and the original Arkham, which neither of these have any courses on their own. So I'm just like, I'd only need 20. Maybe I'm miscounting. I'm probably miscounting. But anyway, since we already have a lot of these done with some of these, we'll basically just be repeat. So for the 60s Batmobile, we don't need to do the first challenges, the first 4. We just needed these ones. The 89. So I think first we'll do it with the 60s Batmobile. You're on from the Tumbler. Okay, let's get into it. Uh, Also there, while I was setting up stream, there was a thing that happened where the game like minimized for whatever reason on my side. I'm just like, nice, and so I re-maximized it, and then I realized I could have taken that time to lower Arkham Knight's volume because I had access to the volume settings again. And I'm just like, no. So I'm just like, you know what? After this stream, I'm really gonna like have to figure that out because it's still blaring in my own ears. Go. Hope this Batmobile isn't too slow or nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I think it might be control with this Batmobile. We'll see. All right, going. Whoop. Oh, this one drifts kind of wide, but the drift is easy enough to control so long as we try to stay calm and rational with all our turning. Whoop. Or that could happen too. There we go. This way. There we go. This one is pretty lenient, so I don't have to worry about that much. So the first things we're going to do is run through with this Batmobile, through all of the challenges. We'll do the Batmobiles one at a time. That one's done. Switch this one. Next one we'll do is, well, I mean we can't do Tumbler on this one, so the next one has to be 89 Mobile. So once we're done with that, we'll do the 89 Batmobile. Finish it off with the Tumbler. Actually, no. We're gonna do the Tumbler next, and then we'll finish it off with the 89 Mobile. I do not want to finish with the Tumbler. Tumbler is so hard to control, man. Tumbler looks so cool, but controls so poorly. Go. Yo. Whoa! I almost didn't press the button in time. Here. I guess I never really considered that these challenges would be easier with other Batmobiles. There we go. But I guess this is the way it's happening. Yo. Nope. I refuse. You're not catching me like that. Go. Here. Whoa. Right, that's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. This long, like, hail thing is gonna mess me up a lot, I feel like. I don't know if we'll be able to do this, but we'll try. Yep, barely. There we go. Also, the brakes on that car suck. The fact that I skid that far away on that Batmobile. Like, yeah, the brakes on that thing are... 60s again for the 3 laps. You know how this works. I don't know why I'm narrating everything out loud. But yeah, for the past few days, I've been wanting to stream, like, DMC5 or something along... Like, I've been wanting to do another stream on the same day, just because I feel like I don't do enough. I'm not doing enough. But at the same time, I'm also, like, having to come to terms with the fact that I'm basically streaming for the entire month straight. Not, like, straight, but, like, I've been streaming once a day for almost every day of the month. So I'm just like, maybe I can do 2 streams again when I take a break. Which I think I'm gonna decide to take a break in, like, the first week of November, so that the rest of the month can go on pretty smooth. Also, there's something I want to work on, which I know technically doesn't sound like a break, but I'm like, it's more for my curiosity than a project. Calm down. Go. Oh, this Batmobile's pretty fast. Go. Go. I barely, like, boosted in time for that. So yeah, so maybe I'll do another multi-stream day when I actually take a break. To be fair though, like, I could not dream of streaming this daily, like, towards the beginning of my career. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I was able to go basically almost the entire month without taking a break. So I'm proud of myself for that. Go. That is the kind of stuff I want to be doing. Batmobile's kind of smooth though. I like it. Hey, I like it. Picasso. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, there. Ouch. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Go. No, 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 no. Okay, over here. There we go. Alright, to the left. It's open. You know how it goes. Everything you own in a box to the left. We all know this. We've heard the song. Gosh, it's been forever since I've heard that, actually. I want to listen to it again. Who is that by again? I don't really remember. I don't remember artists like that. There we go. Barely made that, but also it wasn't. This course isn't difficult. Thankfully, the tumbler courses aren't hard for any Batmobile other than the tumbler. As long as you're not doing the tumbler on this challenge, you should be able to get it done. But who knows? Maybe the 89 mobile will break. I'll do it when I can. On my own time. I'm also thinking the 89 courses are going to be easier for any Batmobile that isn't the 89 Batmobile. Just a thought. That's a long boy of a Batmobile. This one it kind of is too, but, like, not nearly. Not the same kind of long, no. There we go. Oh, look at these slides, dude. Ow. Feel of this car though, man. Kinda hard to judge turns because, oh right, I need to account for this giant piece of metal sticking out of the back of my car. Go. Yoom. Yaga. Go. Must not know about me. You must not know about me. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, yeah. I almost missed that one. Okay. Here. Full speed ahead on this one. Nice. Oh, yeah, this is actually pretty good. Ah, You know what? That could have gone worse. So I'm not too disappointed by that. That definitely could have gone worse. Nice. Okay, that was a good drift. Uh-oh. I thought I started the drift, but then it didn't start. Go. This one you complete in 3 minutes? Really? That seems overkill. Go. Right here. No real room to drift in there, so we can't slow down time. Wish we can turn back time to the good old days. Imagine. I say that like, imagine if we could. Just imagine if that comes on in the Batmobile. I think for a little bit, Death Battle had the joke that Batman always listens to K-pop in the Batmobile, which I think is pretty funny. Here we go. It was either K-pop or J-pop. I don't remember which one. I do not subscribe to the pop typically. There we go. Here. Yo. Yo. Nope. Not hitting me with that. Missed me with that. Here we go. Go. Nice. Nice. Congrats. Happy for you. Go. I almost didn't do that. I almost didn't hit it. I was just like, oh wow, that's a neat wall. I'm supposed to activate the blockade when that happens. And then I just stared at it for like a second and a half. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And the brakes on that thing stuck. The brakes on that thing are terrible. Terrible. You. That to the 89. Next time we do that. But for now, back to we are Mr. 60s up in here. Gaga. I don't know what to Alright. Yeah, this is one of those Batmobiles you wouldn't expect to be as long as it is, but that little tail thing at the back changes the entire spatial reasoning of the car. Fuck. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, why in the middle of the road? Very rude. Very mean. Inconsiderate. There we go. Right here. Nice. Okay, I'm actually doing a pretty good job. Alright, no drifting on here because I'm on a wall. Oh. Fine, drift here around this corner. Nice, barely made that. Also, it is slightly here, but this car is kind of chonky. So I don't think it hits a lot of the narrow pathways. It's something. Something about this car makes it sort of funky to hit those corners, but overall I think it's a Batmobile movie. Okay. Okay. Up, we have this one. Get some points. I don't get these references. At least on the 60s course, I get the reference because I watched the 60s show and movie. But I didn't watch the 89 movie at all. Nice. Okay, that went slightly better than the 89 mobile. Oh, so how you're supposed to take that when your Batmobile isn't the size of a Cadillac? As a Cadillac Escalade? Uh-oh. This is a bouncy boy, though. I will say. That did not go well. I was wondering, like, why isn't this counting as a drift? Whoa! I don't think I'm making this. But we will find out. No, 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 no. I'm restarting. This is a bouncy boy. I did not know that this Batmobile was loaded with springs. I was not made aware of that. Oh. Why is my Batmobile health still so low? Also, the drift isn't. Nice. Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Kind of nice. Got it kind of nice. Kind of brought that back. Also, this path is going to be better because you don't bounce around as much. Here. That down. Okay, this is going better. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Here. Right there. Nice. Okay, let's go. This. This. Ooh, let's go. And we're good. Be alrighty. Okay. That one was kind of. I won't admit defeat on that, but that was kind of. Okay. Literally every second thing. Every single time. Go again. I kinda wanna be more than. Okay, here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, kind of nice. Not really nice, but kind of nice. Go. This one. This course is significantly easier than the mid one. Go. Nice. Alright, go this way. Ah! Leave me alone! Stop it! Here we go. Here. There we go. Look at this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I almost crashed, but I brought it back. Like that. Go. Yo! Okay. Alright, over here now. Ah! Ah! I have to turn all the way around of my own accord. Oh, those turbines are funky. Whoa. Okay. I legitimately started turning my head. I'm like, which way is which? Kind of confuse your left and rights when you're upside down. On. Let me get a drift off. Go. What? The lag. The lag. It lagged as I was going over it, so it's just like, oh, you want to blow up? Okay, we can do that for you. Alright, this is lap 3, right? I don't have a lot of time to finish this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a very bouncy Batmobile. Where the Arkham Mobile was, I think it was Arkham Mobile, was very jittery. Yeah, because BVS controlled it nicely. Holy. This one is very bouncy. As you can clearly see. Dang, they still gave us a surplus of time on that. Hey, we got 33 stars on the 89. So the 60s mobile. Let's go. Honestly, depending on how short this stream is, I might legitimately do a second stream immediately after. I know for a second, if I walk away from this, I'm gonna do something and then I'm gonna fall asleep. I know that just off principle. Okay, so back to the 60s course. To 89. Put it to 89. There we go. So now, next ones will all be 89. Okay. Finish it off with the top. Wait, no, I said I wouldn't do the top. Oh. You know what? Fine. We'll end it off with the hardest Batmobile. You know what? We can do it because we're like that. We the best. You know, we don't need this, my man. We don't need this. Why? Because we the best player in the game, and that's facts. Whoa. Forget, this is a big Batmobile. Go. Okay. Go. Honestly, this course in particular might be good for the tumbler because the tumbler is really stubby. So this might actually work out really well going last on the tumbler. 40 seconds. At 89 milliseconds too. Look at that. It's meant to be. 89. Okay. Here, switch that to tumbler. Go back to this one. I like to call this the turbine because of the giant turbine-shaped thing in the front of the Batmobile. You know what? I'm calling this the turbine from here on out. This is the turbine. The turbo turbine. Go. Nice. I knew it. Okay. Right here. Over here. Oh my goodness. Luckily, this Batmobile's really front heavy, so the drifting's actually pretty nice on this. The drifting doesn't turn out well when the all the weight is in the back. Then it starts whipping everywhere. Go. Yo. That man looks at the Batmobile and says, I'm gonna whip this hoe. There we go. Alright, that wasn't so bad. There we go. Batman. Alright. Tumbler, so we're spawn camp that one. And again. Over here. Oh gosh, right, there's a sharp turn right here. Go. Yeah, I'm like, where's my drift at? Go. Oh, and this Batmobile's heavy too, so it doesn't just go flying when it bumps into... Oh, it's really heavy. Oh, it's beautiful. The optimal Batmobile is the 89 mobile? Who would have thought? I would have thought this would be like the most impractical Batmobile out of all of them. Apparently not, no. One is optimal. Oh. There we go. You can take advantage of the length by just cutting that corner. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's also weird to think that the 60s Batman is still technically set in Gotham, because this is not what I would imagine Gotham City to look like. There we go. Then again, I guess it's based off the original comics, and what I've seen of the original comics, Gotham is a very bright and happy place for somewhere called Gotham City. Go. It was almost always afternoon in the Batman comics. We're here. Let's go. Oh, no, no. Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Go. Yo, this course is very forgiving. Oh, I almost hit it. Honestly, just drift all the way there. There's no point in letting go of that drift when you could just drift all the way across. There we go. That was a good one. Who would have thought the optimal Batmobile is the 89 mobile, the turbo turbine. Oop, no. Double checking me. Yeah, I would not have expected this to be optimal. This is Batmobile performance, which I find kind of funny because I was never a big fan of this Batmobile, but it's also one of the few Batmobile toys I had as a kid. Because I remember I had this Batmobile. I had it for a good long while, and I'm just like, man, I wish I had like, which one was it? Because I have a favorite Batmobile. I liked the and oh my gosh, I can't remember. I literally just played as it earlier. The 60s one. There we go. Finally. I had the 60s Batmobile, and I was just... not 60s. Because, you know, I grew up watching the 60s cartoon. I grew up watching the 60s show, and I was just like, man, I really like this Batmobile. It's nice. It's classy. Has a good, nice paint job on it. So that was always my favorite. And so it's ironic that I'm playing as what is, I think, my least favorite Batmobile. And I like driving this one the best. This one is so stable. This is the best Batmobile. When it's not running on ice, this Batmobile is honestly very good. The optimal Batmobile form. I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but I was willing to test it, and it worked. Oh. Alright, over here. Yo! Okay. Yup. Okay, no. Okay. I kind of forgot that I control when those guys pop up. No, not like that. Oh my gosh. Play. Yup. This is my least favorite part of the course, so hoping this goes pretty smoothly. Yo, okay. This is such a nice Batmobile. Holy. This controls so well. Yo. Alright. This way. I have a minute to get this done, and a minute is way too much time. Giving me ample time to complete the course. Oh, it almost pre-fired me, but I got it. Oh! Almost hit that poor fisherman. Go. So glad I put that guy down. Not like that. I did not put him down, but like, you know, I didn't have his blockade up. You know what I mean. Oh, That was close. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'm definitely... Nope. Dude, I swear. I was gonna say, if this cost me the entire challenge, I was about to crash out. I'm like, there's no way you're going to make me lose the challenge because the Batmobile just decided I like being on my... Ironically enough, it was not. Okay, switch tumbler. $89. Saying 89. I should just start saying what I'm calling. Drive the tumbler. Who knows? Maybe this is like the 89 mobile, where the tumbler is better on every course except its own. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But to my memory, the tumbler could not corner to save my life. I wonder how this is gonna go. Such a good Batmobile. The fact that it controls this well. Look at this. It takes corners well, too. This is just the optimal Batmobile. Holy moly, this control. It's a tank. It doesn't flip every 2 seconds. It doesn't jitter. It corners. This Batmobile is about to turn me into a car guy. Here we go. Yo! Okay. Gave me a full minute for that? That was way too little. Come on, a minute. I think it'd take a minute to beat that course with the 89. Holy. Switch that one. That's the tumbler course. That's the tumbler, of course. I'll see myself. I'll see myself out. I hated that. I hated that as much, probably as much as you did, if not even more. Usually I'm a fan of puns, but that one is just so bad. I know a bad pun when I see one. Go. Here. Aw, dang, I didn't get the shortcut. I don't think I'll be able to take the shortcut with this one. I say shortcut. That was technically the shortcut that I just hit, but I call the other one the shortcut because it gives me a lot of drift, which... time. Go. We have a minute 10 to complete. Not entirely sure if a minute and 10 is long enough, but we'll see. I say that every time at around the 50-second mark, but it's usually enough time. Here we go. Gosh, this is such a stable Batmobile. It's so good, dude. Turbine is so good. Also, I love how before I was complaining about almost every single Batmobile. And now I found a Batmobile that I absolutely love driving. And again, ironically, probably my least favorite Batmobile. It's not a bad design, it's just my least. There's probably another one out there that I'm forgetting about that is actually my least favorite. Yeah, because the thing saving this design for me is that it's classic. This is iconic. This is an iconic Batmobile. Go. Like, if you ask someone to think of the Batmobile, this is probably what they're going to think of. This corners so well. Look at that. It barely puts up a fight. I should have saved this one for last. I can already tell the tumbler is not going to control this one. Scratch my nose. There we go. Look at this, dude. The second you stop boosting, it goes right back into your control. Look at this, dude. Controls so goddamn well. Oh, okay, I do go this way. Okay. Nice. Way. Alright, last lap is usually the hardest one on for this course for me. So let's see if I can pull it off. I probably will, but like, still. This last lap is kind of like treacherous if you're not paying too much attention. But you know what? I have the 89 mobile with me. I have the turbine. The turbines help, nothing is impossible. There we go. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds is plenty of time. $30 is more than enough time. There we go. Got the achievement. Then turn to the menu. Oh, goodness. All right, now we're gonna. I'm not. I'm not excited to work with the tumbler. The tumbler, I do not have fond memory. All right. Let's hope you're. Let's hope you work some magic on other courses other than your own. I think one upside of that might come from the tumbler is that it's so compact. It might not flip too often. Go. Okay. Not bad. Feels like the tight corners aren't really an issue. That's good at least. Not corners. It drifts very early. Like as soon as you hit the drift, it goes into it. You don't have to wait to be at the right angle or speed. It drifts immediately. That's also pretty good. Just really stubby. Go. Not bad. Not bad, I will say. I think the compactness is going to help a lot. Or I don't have to worry about hitting the tail end of the Batmobile against any obstacle. Do this again. But this is 2008. Gotham has changed. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure the orange tires on this one are funny. I remember them looking. Whoa, okay. Stubby drift. Stubby drift. Oh. Oh, this one isn't going to be fun. The tumbler. Really stubby. Because it's so stubby of a Batmobile, the drift doesn't last too long. You have to use different drifting, I think. Which is going to be hard for me because I'm a habitual drifter. I drift out of habit, not out of necessity. I don't even know if I'm going to make this one. See. Right here. Barely. Barely made that one. Also, yeah, the Cheeto tires kind of look funny. Really, it does just turn the tires into... Right? The 3 laps are probably going to be... Seems like it's going to be a very dramatic Batmobile. This one I don't expect to be too difficult. It's the second one that I'm going to go for. Go. go. There we go. I gotta find the right angle to hold that drift at. Whoa. Okay. Come on, Tumbler. Get stubby with me now. Nice. Good lap time. Go. I'm worried about this drift right here. Pathway is always really drift on for me. Oh, there we go. Optimal drift. All right. You know what? Maybe I was too harsh on the Tumbler. Maybe the Tumbler's a good Batmobile. It was just its own courses that it sucked at. Here we go. Here. Here. Also, welcome to the stream, Omri. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're doing more Arkham Knight achievement hunting, and yeah, back to the Batmobiles. But to my pleasant surprise, every single Batmobile that we've done challenges with previously, like the Tumbler, the 89 Mobile, and the 60s Mobile, turns out they work really well on any track that isn't their own track. So this Batmobile is doing actually pretty decently on this course, but not its own one. The 89 Mobile, I call it the Turbine. The Turbine was performing beautifully. It was the most beautifully controlling Batmobile I've ever done. So it turns out all these Batmobiles are good, just not for their own courses. This Batmobile's highest strengths is that it has low drag and it's really stubby, so it's hard to hit any obstacles with it. The 89 Mobile turns immaculately and is like, it controls exactly as you want it to be. It's a beautiful Batmobile. And the 60s was kind of whatever. The 60s is kind of whatever. It was a good Batmobile, but the other two, they're basically opposites. Yeah, no, right? I wasn't expecting. I was saying earlier in the stream, I'm just like, you know, I've been complaining this entire time with the Batmobile races. Who knew that you just needed to use different Batmobiles? That works. This course I'm kind of afraid of, though, because this one has a lot of really sharp turns, a lot of really quick turns, and I think the Tumbler might be too stubby for it, but we'll see. If this one goes well, I think the rest of the courses are going to go well. This one has a really stubby drift. You have to keep a specific angle for it to keep drifting. Go. Up the building! Otherwise, this one performs pretty well. I think my only issue is that it's a little bouncy on the suspension, so sometimes it won't count your drifting as drifting. Otherwise, works pretty well. Just hoping it continues to perform pretty well. I have PTSD with how bad the Tumbler was on its own courses. I do not want to try it. But you know what? It's pleasantly surprised me so far. Go. I think the 89 Mobile and the Tumbler are the only toy Batmobiles I've ever had as a kid. So these two, you know, I have a little bit of experience driving these two, you know what I'm saying? I have experience. There we go. Uh-oh, going a little too slow on that one. Right, take this corner. Yaga! Oh. And that worked out better than I thought it would. Oh. I do not want to test hitting those guys. Tumbler. Careful. Here we go. Oh. Ah. Like I said, the stubbiness kind of hurts a bit because it's not controlling exactly as I would want, but again, makes it hard to hit obstacles. So it's a trade-off. Go. Nice. I don't know how this thing turns, by the way. Like, canonically, I have no idea how it turns because the front wheels don't move. For all intents and purposes, this Batmobile should only have the ability to go. Go. Like, I get the bat pod, mostly because I know for a fact the bat pod they legitimately built and it worked in real life. But I don't know how the tumbler was supposed to handle. Oh, that was a great accidental tech. Go. What achievement we're getting today? We're just getting the rest of the Batmobile achievement. The tumbler specifically should be the last one that we're getting for the Batmobiles. So these should be the last few courses that we're doing. Because I already completed 89s and 60s Batman Batmobile. So it should just be this one left. This course is a little difficult, so hopefully I complete it first try. Looks like I will. I have some time to spare. There we go. And you had 2 high-tech hero mobiles as a kid. I mean, they might have been like 1/60th to 100th of the size, to 1/100th of the size, but like, you know, I'm an expert in driving Batmobile. I had a toy tumbler as a kid. You know how hard that thing was to handle? Also, hello Red Hood, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're finishing off the Batmobile achievements today, then tomorrow we're gonna finish off the combat achievement. Then, after that, we're doing New Game Plus, baby. Alright. Let's see how it does. Let's see how well the tumbler does on this course. Right, its turning is really stubby. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, don't make it spawn right there. Go. There, right there, right there. Right. Way. Yoom. Also, now that I'm remembering, I'm pretty sure both the Batmobiles I had were from when I was a kid were both traded for other toys. So my mom didn't even get them for me. I just traded for them. I don't remember how I got the 89 mobile, but I remember I got the tumbler because I traded a kid my Batman utility belt for it. So I'm just like, you know what? That's a fair trade. Go. Hey, we did it. Trading like pioneers. I traded a lot as a kid. I was able to get some good value trades in. I remember I traded in, they were knockoffs, but they were still pretty cool. I traded in a Cell figure, Dragon Ball, that had pretty good articulation. I traded him for a Sam Raimi Lego Spider-Man. I remember that. I thought that was the greatest trade deal in the world. I still have that mini. And then I think the dumbest trade I've done was the reason I had that Cell. I got a knockoff Cell and a knockoff Trunks by trading a legit Broly that I had got for Christmas. And I'm just like, you know, that was really dumb. That Broly was such a good figure. Whoa. A really stubby Batmobile. Got it. But yeah, I was a trader back in the day. Go. Oh. Damn, Broly for selling Trunks. Yeah. Like, that sounds good on paper, but it was just like, there were 2 knockoff figures that basically broke the month that I got them. I'm like, oh. And so I'm just like, you know, that Broly was really good. I don't know why I traded, but you know what? It's fine. It worked out in the end. Oh. Right here. Oh, right. This is only the single lap one. Okay. I don't need to be concerned. Oh, that was a nice I got. Whoa. Way. Uh-oh. I didn't really have anywhere to go on that one. I knew the drift was going to send me off regardless. Here we go. And we're done. That course, at least. I don't know if we actually got the achievement yet. Not. Now Broly figures are like $500. I believe the Broly one that I gotten was one at the time. It was a SH figure art. which I still are still some of my favorite figures today. I actually have, if I ever am able to get like a hand cam set up, I'll probably show you guys. But I have a whole bunch of SH figures, um, SH figure arts under my bed, in storage. They're still in their boxes, not like mint condition. I do like to take them out and look at them, but they are still in their boxes and they have all their. I do still like a lot of the SH figure arts. Those are some high quality figures. I do want to start like collecting again, just because Super Saiyan 4 keeps eluding. Every time I have enough to get Super Saiyan 4, it's always out of stock. Like, god damn it. I want my favorite I want my favorite transformation, god damn it. Love Super Saiyan 4. Ow. Oh. Ooh, the ice makes it really easy to drift. Okay. Go. Speaking of Super Saiyan 4, really want the next Xenoverse game to have that as a transformation. Again, for obvious reasons are obvious. It's my favorite transformation in the franchise. I'd like to be able to transform into that at some point. A little too much on the thruster there, Bruce. Dial it back a bit. Go. Are they making another one? That's the speculation at like as of current. I don't know if they actually are making one, but if they are, one, excited as hell because I love the Xenoverse games. Whoa. But also two, because they've technically had like, what is it? They've had the rights to that name for a while now, so the fact that they've had it for so long, hopefully, means that they've also been working on that game for a really long time, and hopefully working out all the kinks in the design. Which, if that's the case, really excited for when that comes out. There's, I think it's like highly speculated that it's gonna come out in like 2027. I could be wrong on that. I need to double check, but I'm excited either way. Everyone's been holding on to this Xenoverse 3 cope for too damn long. Wow, that barely clipped me and I exploded. That's not fair. There we go. I have about a minute to get this done. Let's see if I can pull it off. Drift right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Here, right here, 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 and right here. Okay, cool. There we go. I'm just realizing, so I made a post a couple days ago about the games to get to know me by. I should have added Dragon Ball Fusion on there, because I did really love playing that game when it was out. I love Fusion so much. Go. Why do I feel like the tumbler's going really fast right now? Oh, oh. That was extremely lucky, I won't lie. That was an extremely lucky jump. Didn't even need to boost. Because I know they're still updating. Yeah, they are still updating. Crazy. A new DLC. Or not recently. Sometime soon, a new DLC is. I think it's already like. It's either already out or it's out in a couple of. That game is almost. That game is about to be 10 years old. In 2026, that game will be old. Specifically October 20. Ill. That's insanity. Oh, wait, actually. Wait, hold on. Did I get the achievement? I did. I got the achievement. I didn't notice. No, they're gonna make a game. I hope not. They better have learned their lesson after. I mean, Xenoverse 2 was great. It was a really great game, but there are problems with it, and I hope they address those problems if they're making. But right now, it's 9 years old. Exactly. Yes. It's 9 years and some change. Yeah. How old Xenoverse 2 is, actually. Not Xenoverse 1. I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain that. I was going to say Xenoverse 1 is a little older. I'm like, yeah, no shit, Us. Of course it is. It's Xenoverse 1. To be fair, Xenoverse 1 is, I think, only 1 year older than 2. If I'm not mistaken, that. The Xenoverse 1, I think, came out in January, February of 20, if I'm not mistaken. And then Xenoverse 2 came out, like, October 2016. Anyway. I hate myself. Anyway, that's technically it. Like, literally, I wish I could show you guys the... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Which... I have to, like, look at all the games. Alright. Yep, okay, cool. I can show you guys the achievements. So these are the achievements I have right now. We're just missing these two. We are only missing 2 achievements. Curtain Falls and Requiem for a Killer. Otherwise, have every single other achievement. So that's going to be next stream. Did I say Scream? I hope I said that's going to be next stream. So yeah, we only have those 2 achievements left. But this one's going to take a while. I already know. I'm preparing for it. I'm really hoping it doesn't take 5 hours. This one, not going to be as long, but it's still long. We've only done this with Catwoman, which was hell. Batman shouldn't be hard. I don't know about Robin and Nightwing. I was really confident about Nightwing before, but then yesterday happened. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe Nightwing is going to be harder than I thought. Robin was easier than I thought. Who knows? We still gotta try Monarch Theater. But either which way, thank you so much for watching. You still are. Thanks. You're gonna tell me Gohan is older than Goten? I know, right? Crazy. Universe 1 is older than 2? No way. I know, guys. I know. I was being silly. But either which way, thank you so much for watching. If you still are, really do. Thank you. All the people that stop by and chat to say hello and watch the stream, I really do appreciate it, guys. Makes it. I swear to you, I'm going to try and stream again later today. Probably like 2 hours from now. I swear to you, I hold me to that. If I don't stream 2 hours from now, just yell at me on Twitter, which bottom left. Yell at me on Twitter. I will try to like 2 hours from now. I promise you. But yeah. So we're done with these 2. Tomorrow we're definitely gonna finish all the achievements. Oh, it might be a long stream, and then for the 31st, there's no we're canceling. On the 31st, I don't think I described the exact plan. On the 31st, I have it scheduled where the stream is going to start at 6:30 p.m. PST. And my aim is to end the stream either at or before 6 a.m. PST November 1st. So we're legitimately going to try and do everything in a single night like Batman. Up in a 2,000 page Google Docky. But yeah, so that's the current plan. We're gonna try and do hold on. We're gonna try and do all of New Game Plus's story. We're gonna try and do all of that in a single night, just like Batman does. Because night for me starts at about but right now it starts at about 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. We're gonna start the stream. Try to do everything in. Holy, I was about to stutter my life. I really want to try and be like Batman. Time zone. PST. I said it. It's either I don't, because I say PST, but I think other people say PD. I say PST, so Pacific Standard on West Coast US, basically West Coast US. So for you, Omri, I think that would be like 9 p.m. 9 p.m. on the 31st. Which, like, bright side, you're probably already done with most of your stuff by then. PM Pacific? Yeah, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna start at 6:30 p. We're gonna start at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll see if I'll start earlier than that, just so like we can talk a little bit before we actually do plus. But either which way, hope it's 9 p.m. off at 2:30. Ooh, okay. Either which way, we're gonna be going for definitely over 9. we're gonna be going for a while on that stream. So we're literally gonna be doing every side quest, every mission, not every collectible, because all the Riddler stuff is collected in New Game Plus if you have regular New Game at 100%. Or I should say 120% because the DLC mission such. But it has all the riddles, Riddler trophies, all the collectible stuff are already done in New Game Plus, so we don't have to worry about that. Ah, so no Yapper Man? Oh, there's Yapper Man. We just don't have to deal with all his BS. We just don't have to deal with all the BS he puts around the city. We still will see Edward Nigma, but we don't have to deal with as much of his stuff. But either which way, but yeah, tomorrow we're finishing off Requiem for a Killer and The Curtain Falls. Then we'll have the game at 100%. Honestly, hats off to me. I don't know a lot of people that have gone out of their way. There are probably a lot. I haven't heard of them. Yeah, Apperman, I gotta play. Gotta play mobile Riddler today. I was pissed. You know what? Fair enough. But yeah, so tomorrow we're doing achievements. We're finishing off the achievement. 31st, Arkham Knight. Entire thing in a single night. In one Arkham Knight. 100% exactly, Omri. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all hopefully in 2 hours. Bye-bye.